Today we are diving deep into one of the most underrated but most important parts of the modern football. How to dribble in tight spaces like a pro. Whether you're a midfielder trapped between defenders, or a futsal player trying to weave through chaos, you need to control the ball under pressure, make quick decisions, and use both feet with total confidence. This video is going to break it down step by step, real drills, mindset tips, and pro techniques. In tight spaces, your footwork alone won't save you. Your body positioning is just as important. The way you shape your body determines how quickly and effectively you can react under pressure. Always stay side-on to the pitch with your hips slightly open. This gives you the flexibility to turn in either direction at any moment, which is key when receiving the ball with defenders closing in. It's not just about being fast, it's about being prepared. You want to look like you're in control before the ball even arrives. Now, while dribbling, incorporate quarter turns. Rotate your body 90 degrees with each change of direction. It simulates the half turn, a fundamental movement for midfielders receiving under pressure. Combine this with tight, control touches. Add in shield and shift mechanics by pulling the ball back under your foot, sliding sideways, then pushing it forward again with the inside. This drill mimics real in-game scenarios, like when you're protecting the ball from a defender breathing down your neck and looking to create a window to pass or escape. When you master your body positioning, you'll find that your touch naturally improves. You stop second-guessing. Your reactions become instinctual. And most importantly, you no longer rush or panic in pressure situations, because your body is always ready, and your feet follow without hesitation. Modern football is fast and compact. You don't always get space to run. Especially as a midfielder or in futsal, you're constantly surrounded. In those moments, players who panic lose the ball. Players who can stay calm and dribble through traffic, those are the ones who control the game. That's what we are training today. Quick feet, calm mind, and total control under pressure. Before we even talk about moves, we need to talk about touch and body shape. Drill 1. Cone box close control. Set up a small 1 by 1 meter square using 4 cones. Your goal is simple. Keep the ball moving within the box. Left foot, right foot. Inside, outside. Sole rolls. Never stop. No breaks. 60 seconds. Then switch to weaker foot. This trains micro-control, not flashy footwork, just functional, game-realistic touches. Tip: stay low. Knees slightly bent. Keep your body over the ball. Why? So you can absorb pressure, turn quickly, and never lose balance. The key here is controlled chaos. Your feet move fast, but your head stays calm. Controlled chaos is what separates elite midfielders from average players. In the middle of the park, you're always operating in tight zones, between lines, under pressure, with no time to think. That's exactly what this drill simulates. When you're working inside the cone box, start imagining real match scenarios. Picture a defender closing in from behind. Imagine you've just received a pass on the half turn. What do? You adjust your first touch. Maybe it's a soft inside touch to set up the second, or a quick outside cut to shift away from pressure. Every micro-movement in the box is preparing you for that moment. Now let's elevate it. Once you've mastered random touches, start building in game-relevant movements. As you get more comfortable in the cone box, start refining your movements with real game techniques. Maintain an open body position by keeping your hips slightly angled. This allows you to exit in multiple directions quickly, which is especially useful when you're under a high press or receiving the ball in the central channel. Incorporate quarter turns into your dribbling by rotating your body 90 degrees as you move. This mimics receiving on the half turn and helps you escape pressure diagonally with tight, controlled touches. As you shift between left and right foot, use the sole to stop the ball, then turn and repeat. Another layer to add is ball manipulation under cover. Imagine a defender on your back. Pull the ball back under your foot while shuffling laterally, then push it forward with the inside. This movement replicates a shield and shift technique, ideal for protecting possession while waiting for passing options or space to open up. Remember, this isn't just about touches. It's about decision-making under pressure. As you work the drill, occasionally stop the ball, look up like you're scanning the pitch, then change direction. That simulates recognizing an open teammate or a pressing trap in a real game. This builds your peripheral vision, a crucial trait for any central midfielder. Now, here's an elite layer most players skip. Train your exit touches. After 30 seconds of close touches, add a final burst dribble out of the square, just 3 to 5 meters. Use the last touch to explode past an imaginary defender. This mimics when you've beaten your man and you're breaking into space. Make it a habit. Control, 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 then explode. That transition from tight control to burst acceleration is what makes players like Bernardo Silva and Marco Verratti so dangerous in confined areas. So don't underestimate this tiny drill. It builds touch awareness, body shape under pressure, exit speed, footwork fluency, and most importantly, mental calm in chaos. Train this every day, even just 5 minutes, and you'll start noticing something. You stop panicking in matches. You stop rushing. You feel the pressure, but you don't fold. You control the moment, like a pro. Now, let's talk about escape routes. In real matches, you're rarely moving in a straight line. You need to be able to pivot out of tight spots, turn away from pressure, and shift direction instantly. Forward, backward, sideways. That's where multi-directional dribbling comes in. One great drill for this is the L-shaped tight dribble. Set up 3 cones in the shape of an L and begin dribbling straight toward the corner. As you reach the turn, make a tight cut using the inside of your foot, then shift the ball around the corner using the outside of the opposite foot. Alternate direction with each rep. The key is maintaining fast, precise touches as you approach the turn, followed by a sharp, controlled change in direction at the bend. Once you've got the rhythm, you can take it up a notch. Add a rebound wall near the corner or ask a partner to apply light pressure from behind. This simulates real match pressure. You're not escaping into open space, you're escaping into more chaos. That means your dribbling has to stay composed, your touches have to stay tight, and your decision-making must be instant. This isn't just about turning, it's about learning how to survive the squeeze and create angles where there are none. Now this part is non-negotiable. If you want to dribble in tight areas, you have to train your weak foot. It doesn't matter how dominant your right or left foot is. If you can't switch feet on demand, defenders will trap you with ease. In tight situations, hesitation equals possession lost. To develop true two-footed control, I use a simple but powerful drill. You start by rolling the ball across your body with the sole of one foot, then immediately catch and redirect it with the inside of the opposite foot. Then roll it back the other way and repeat. Left, right, in a smooth, continuous rhythm. It sounds easy, but the goal is not just to repeat the motion, it's to do it with speed, precision, and balance. Your body should stay squared to your imaginary opponent, your weight evenly distributed, knees slightly bent, and your eyes up as much as possible. This movement trains your ability to fluidly shift control from one foot to the other, which is exactly what you need when you're surrounded by defenders or pinned against the sideline. Instead of panicking or freezing, your muscle memory kicks in. You switch feet seamlessly, stay calm under pressure, and glide out of trouble like a pro. Developing this kind of ambidexterity takes time, but once it clicks, it completely changes how you feel on the ball. You're no longer limited, you're unpredictable. This next drill is all about simulating real game moments. Those fast, unpredictable passes you get in tight matches where you have milliseconds to react. Start by standing about 2 meters from a wall. Pass the ball firmly against it, then focus on your first touch as it rebounds. Keep it soft and under control, then take 2 or 3 tight dribbles to settle it before passing it back again. Alternate between your left and right foot with each repetition. Once you're comfortable, reduce the distance between you and the wall. That forces you to react even quicker, sharpening your instincts and making your first touch cleaner and more precise. This kind of close-quarters control is crucial in futsal and small-sided games, where the ball is constantly zipping around and you rarely have time to think. To make it even more realistic, place a cone nearby and move around it between each touch. That added movement simulates shifting into space after receiving a pass, just like you would in a match. The goal here isn't just repetition, It's developing the confidence to handle fast balls under pressure, stay composed, and make sharp decisions in a flash. Here's where most players fall short. The moment things get tight, they panic. They overthink, rush their decisions, or try to force flashy moves that just don't fit the situation. But the pros? They stay calm. They don't let the pressure dictate their play. And it's not because they're superhuman. It's because they've trained for these exact moments. They've rehearsed the chaos, built their composure through repetition, and learned to trust their technique. So when they find themselves stuck on the touchline with two defenders closing in, they don't freak out. They trust their feet, they trust their body, and they trust their instincts. They shield the ball, shift their weight, use subtle touches, and create just enough space to escape. That's what separates average players from elite ones. Not just fancy footwork, but mental clarity. Dribbling in tight spaces is as much about poise as it is about skill. It's a battle of composure, a test of how well you can stay relaxed and make sharp decisions when there's no time to think. And once you master that mindset, the game starts to slow down, even in the most intense moments. Alright, that wraps up your training session. If you've stuck with me this far, you're already ahead of the game. You now have the tools to stay composed, sharp, and unpredictable even in the tightest, most chaotic areas of the pitch. These drills aren't about flashy skills. They're about real, functional control that holds up under pressure. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment letting me know which drill you're adding to your routine. And just remember, it's not about how many tricks you can pull off. It's about how well you can control the ball when the game gets messy. That's what separates the elite from the rest. Train smart, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you sticking through this full session on how to dribble in tight spaces like a pro. If you found even one tip useful, that's a step closer to becoming a more confident, composed player under pressure. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because in the next video, I'll be breaking down exactly why you keep losing the ball in 1v1 situations, and more importantly, how to fix it. We'll talk about the bad habits that ruin your dribbling, like being too predictable or not changing your speed, and show you how to master deception, movement variety, and explosive timing. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. See you there.